Hi, everybody, and welcome to Do It with Passion. We are highlighting all of our volunteers in the month of April because it's National Volunteer Month. And it's been so exciting to be able to talk to our volunteers and hear their perspectives. Today, we have an incredible duo that's joining us. And we have Miss Katy Meagher and Samantha, who we call Sammy. And I'm super excited to be able to talk to both of them so that they can tell us a little bit about their experience in BizTown and why we have both of them here, because Sammy is a fifth grader, so she has a firsthand experience of what actually happened in BizTown. So thank you both for being here. Could you both introduce yourselves, please?
Hi, everybody. I'm Katy.
And I'm Sammy.
And how are you? We're so glad to be here.
Thank you. So tell me, Katy, what do you do?
Well, actually, I work in the nonprofit world. I'm a Deputy Executive Director of Neighbors for Neighbors, a local nonprofit in the Miami-Fort Lauderdale area. And we are in the business, I guess you could say, of connecting those in need with those who can help. So we're helping the community all the time. And we work with many of the nonprofits in the community to bring resources and all kinds of connections to the table that the nonprofits may not have access to themselves.
And right now, we need you completely.
Right.
Probably
Yeah.
busy.
Yeah. So now it's all about food. Food is the biggest need. So we're working to help distribute food on a daily basis, and working with Farm Share, which is one of the biggest free food distributors in the state, and they're doing daily free distributions. So it's exciting, and it's quite an endeavor. I mean, they're happening statewide, but even in just the Dayton Broward area, I mean, a couple a day, and there's never sadly, and the need is just continues to grow.
I mean, and you definitely know what the word volunteer means, because you recruit them, you put them and basically get them together with other organizations who need them. I know you and I met because I was very fortunate to have you as my facilitator for Women Leading Broward, and now you are co-chair, so congratulations.
Thank you very much.
I remember that day when we went out to lunch, when we were trying to figure out how we can work together and what we could do. Had you heard about Junior Achievement before?
I had, but I did not understand the magnitude of what you guys did, and I was blown away with amazement when I had the opportunity to go to the facility and see it myself.
Well, I was very excited when you told me that Sammy was in fifth grade and that you guys were visiting us. So I would love to hear from Miss Sammy about your perspective. What did you think? What did you imagine? How was it?
Because I got to be the CEO, and I got to tell people what to do. Because I told one friend to do that, the other to do that, and it was cool just to be the boss. It was fun.
Which storefront were you in again?
Jazwares.
You were in Jazwares, and you were the CEO for Jazwares.
Yeah.
And you
right.
And you had your mom volunteering in City of Coconut Creek, right?
Yes.
Right.
Wow. So now that we're celebrating, obviously, you guys have been seeing how important it was to be able to have volunteers, the fact that we get every single Broward County Public School go through our program. What did you think, Katy, about being a volunteer, how it was organized? What was your favorite part? So many questions.
Wow, gosh, yeah. No, it was incredible. First of all, the facility is absolutely stunning.
It looks real.
Yeah.
It honestly looked real.
And I had no expectation prior, but I had no idea.
Yeah, I just saw pictures and I was like, oh, okay, I guess that's cool. And then I walk in and I feel like I'm in an actual city.
Yeah, it was amazing. And I was also just blown away by the organization of what they did. All the components of every little detail, from the exterminator actually looking for bugs, and there's an actual like investigation going on by the police, and the city billing for maintaining fire extinguishers.
Or like how they changed the air conditioning.
Yeah,
Oh,
changing the
yeah.
air conditioning filters.
Yeah.
And of course, even though I'm a nonprofit, we have a broadcasting side to us. So the whole idea with the radio station and the newspaper, and then actually getting a newspaper at the end of the day that was unique to that day's experience.
And it also said like what the students wrote.
Yes, exactly. And the students were writing it, and all the photographs were from that day. And in fact, she's tucked that into her yearbook so that forever she will have that, close by, and we won't be like, where's that thing? It'll always be in her yearbook.
I was happy to be the CEO because like when my teacher told me that, like me and my friend wanted to be together, and we were waiting because she sits next to me, and the teacher said that I was the CEO, and I was like, wait, me?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know where you get it from. I think she's sitting right next to you.
Right. But they did great. I mean, you sold out on all your product.
Yeah, and we kept selling out, and then like at the last minute we made it like $2 cheaper because we had like only a couple of toys left.
But you still made a profit.
Yeah,
and you paid all your bills.
Yes.
How amazing is it to be able to go through that when they're young, and I think it's something that we all are so jealous about. All of us weren't
but
able.
It was really incredible too. There was a student volunteer, I guess you could say, student meaning she's in college.
Yes.
Getting her degree in education. And so she assisted me, and she was a super big help because of course that was my first time. And she had done this before because of course she gets credit for her degree by doing this. But I was really, amazed too, because it was every facet of life kind of a thing, except for the homemaking part, you know what I mean? And I know that they get more of that when they get into 8th grade. But I think that the kids really got an idea of just kind of like how the world runs, and how commerce works.
And how money works.
And how money works, and, being able to go to the bank and I found it really, really, I mean, it was amazing too, how fast the day went by.
Oh my God. Yeah. Because we were there for how long?
I probably only 4 hours or something, but it
didn't feel like 4 hours.
For your mom, it was 5, and for you, it was 4.
Yeah.
Because she went in for a training in the morning, and I know that it's a lot of information, but we try to kind of describe what will happen, and it's almost impossible because the magic of seeing the students as they're walking in with their jaws on the floor almost, of where they're going to be spending their time. This is going to be a memory you're going to have forever. And it's special that you were able to do it together.
Yeah. And she has a pretty big 5th grade class. So they actually took up both sides of the facility that day. I think her school was the only school there that day. So which was pretty incredible.
Because we have like classes that have 40 students in it sometimes.
Yeah, there's over 1,000 students just at the school. So I can only imagine.
And half of them 5th grade.
Yeah, it's a pretty good big percentage. So
all were super fortunate because you have a lot of parent involvement. So you had a lot of parents there, which was amazing. But I'm so happy that you had that BC student or FAU student by your side guiding you, because it's a lot of information at the beginning. So if you have somebody there who can kind of help you out, once you do it the first time, it seems overwhelming, like with everything. But then the next couple times, it comes easier. And so how important do you feel volunteers are to the simulation?
Oh, absolutely critical, because the students, I mean, they know their jobs.
Without the volunteers, it wouldn't be really possible because they wouldn't know what to do. Like, I could be doing the wrong thing that was like supposed to be someone else's thing or whatever, because they're telling us which person has to do which thing. Absolutely. So I could have been like checking people out when I wasn't supposed to be doing that.
Right. And missing bills that are due, and making sure that they went back and got, their second paychecks done and things like that. So there was a lot of little details, and just kind of helping to keep them on track because, of course, they are fifth graders. So,
How do you think this experience impacts or will impact you both in the future? Do you think, Miss Sammy, that you'll be thinking about things twice once you get older and starting to think of what is kind of cool, what kind of careers? Did it put you into that perspective?
Yeah. It gave me an idea of what it would be like to actually have a job. So like in the future, if I have a job, I kind of know what to do.
And what not to do, right? Because you probably had some classmates you kind of had to push, especially being the CEO, and make them do things that you needed them to do. And I'm sure you had no problem doing that.
Yeah. Yeah, we talk about that all the time because as a sort of CEO myself, I tell her about, the managing, the team and reminding them of the tasks they have to do. And ultimately, I'm responsible. So as a CEO, ultimately, it was your responsibility to make sure that everything ran well in Jazwares. So it, but it, it's kind of, it's interesting, especially working from home right now. She's just seeing me sit at a desk, and I don't think she quite understands like all of the communication that's happening through the computer.
I remember something when we were trying to figure out like our slogan or whatever, like we wanted a slogan. So my friend was like, only if it was like a fashion company, it would be like Jazwares. What was it? I can't think of it.
What did your slogan end up being?
I forgot what it was.
A toy for every kid or something?
Yeah, something like that. But
for every girl and every boy?
Yeah. We kept thinking about stuff, and then we thought about if the company was only like a fashion company, and we found something. Wait, what was it?
I don't know.
I can't think of it, but it was fun. It was something funny.
But the fact that it even started having you think about marketing is huge. I mean, it's amazing that it put a lot of skills in your mind into play, which maybe you've only heard about or that were entirely new. So
Yeah.
I just want to thank you both so much. This is it's a very special edition today because I love being able to hear from both of you, to kind of see both of your perspectives. The fact that you were both in different storefronts but were able to help each other, and the fact that obviously you're a CEO and you're watching your mom be a CEO. So it's really cool to have that dynamic, and I really appreciate everything you guys do. I look forward to what we're going to do with Neighbors for Neighbors. And do you guys want to add anything else before we leave?
No, we just, but if you're in need of a toy, Jazwares is your place to go.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you doing this. Thank you, Miss Sammy. You guys look great. And I can't wait to see you both again and see you in 8th grade when you come back for Finance Park.
Yeah, let's not rush it, all right?
Okay.
Are you going to volunteer then?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then I go to Jazwares.
Thank you both, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you again.
Thanks so much.
Bye.
Bye.